The reaction to the FIA's big announcement about an electric karting project has been, well, quite something to behold.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
The latest announcement basically reads like this. Karting is set to enter a new chapter, blah blah blah, vaults and stuff. Something about global karting and dynamic racing, blah blah blah. And then the president says 2026 is shaping up to be a golden year for the sport. So, there you go folks. Mark your calendars everybody. The Prezi says 2026 will be a golden year for karting. Yeah, so, anyway, the earliest knowledge I have electric karts actually goes back to, I think, the 1980s. There's a picture in one of the old issues of Karting magazine that, for the life of me, I can't find, and I can't tell you how annoying that is. And even though that does annoy me, we've got documentation from the World Motorsport Council back in 1990 discussing plans for electric racing and all that kind of stuff. And obviously, electric cars go back to the 19th century. Whoa. Wait a minute, hold up. I've just spotted something. Rewind. The FIA kart image doesn't have the anti-launch devices. Surely this is a death trap. The children. Won't someone think of the children? So anyway, further on, I actually remember booking tickets for the Bercy event in 2011 when they brought it back with electric karts, and this was at the height of Karting 1 and all that kind of stuff, and I was just clicks away from paying and getting my tickets, but thankfully I came to my senses and I didn't go. The event itself, I mean, I guess it was okay, but it didn't really appeal to me watching it. It seemed kind of a bit strange and eerie. So, over the years, I've lost count of the number of electric karting projects there's been. Some have been more successful than others. So yeah, not to sound like some grumpy old dude on Facebook, but I will, this really isn't anything new. I'll still jokingly post memes with the Doors' The End playing over it, but, it's a bit of fun, and a small nod to the collapse of civilization as we know it. Obviously, Motorsport UK's David Richards, he was talking about electric kart, and obviously Rotax have been pushing their electric karting project for a while now. I think it must be like nearly 10 years, something like that, and I still don't really know what their plans are for the future of it. It's a bit confused. And despite all these efforts, none of these projects have really garnered wide appeal in the owner-driver scene. Now, having said that, I won't be mourning the death of Rotax Max or the IMX30 either. I'm not enamoured with these projects particularly, especially the Max. I'm a fundamentalist when it comes to karts, right? So Rotax Max or Rotax Electric, they're all the same to me, quite frankly. Spec, lifeless, PowerPoint racing. The sport, from my fundamentalist point of view, should be about the governing body saying, look, here's 100cc of capacity and some steel tubing. Now, design the best thing you can with that. That's it. That's the foundation of kart competition. That's what it is to me. This is what makes me now kind of irrelevant, a dinosaur. I'm extinct, essentially. But back to the electric stuff. You will get a fair few who will come out and say it's going to make kart racing fairer. Everyone will have the same performance. Lots of torque, they say. Yeah, brilliant. We'll all be equally bored too. Karting used to be a mix of art and chaos. Builders, tuners, mechanics, drivers, all trying to outthink each other. That was part of the fun. You could win with your brain. Apparently excluding the diverse range of people who used to get involved in karting is now considered progress and fair. Yes, limiting skills and people and the type of people that used to be involved in our sport apparently is fairness. So the trend is to eliminate that. No creativity, no tinkering. But this isn't exclusively an electric thing. It's the direction the sport's been heading, come rain or shine, for quite some decades now. Of course, there's this sustainability angle. Tracks can now open more often because there's no sound and no locals to get annoyed. Well, newsflash. You can bet councils will immediately tighten noise regulations because they can legitimately say, look, there's products on the market, electric karts, they don't make any noise, so we're going to put more restrictions on the loud ones because you can choose that option. That's how it starts. And what happens if people don't adopt lecky karts en masse? The tracks will disappear, because the only thing more sustainable than an electric kart is a housing development or data centre built on top of a dead circuit. Meanwhile, the FIA's announcement reads like they're doing this because they have to, not because they really want to. You can practically feel the enthusiasm through the press release. eKarting offers a fresh dynamic opportunity for global motorsport. Yeah, great, that sounds fun. I suspect the initial implementation will be like some sort of communist academy Everyone with the same car, everyone with the same suit. Oh dear leader, what a great idea. Of course it will be incredibly dull, and we kind of have it already with the academy system that we have. So it's just an extension of that, but kind of worse. But yeah, I'm kind of apathetic to it all, really. I've had my fun, a few jabs here and there. But in essence, this is just a natural progression of where the sport's been going for decades now. I can't reasonably object to people racing what they want, getting their thrills from whatever they want, whether that be Rotax or electric. Do what you want. And don't listen to old gits like me mourning over the death of our rich and vibrant culture. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.